My name is Rishi Sharma. I'm 19 years old, and I've been on a mission to in-depth film interview at least 3 World War II combat veterans every single day until the last one passes away. I've been driving around the country, meeting, thanking, and interviewing these heroes in order to get a better appreciation for the hell that they had to endure day in and day out so that I and so many others could have a chance at life today. I've done the math. If the world wanted to, we could interview every single World War II veteran in 2 weeks. We have the manpower, the know-how, and the technology. There's literally nothing stopping us except our unwillingness to learn from these heroes. If we do not act now, this will be one of the greatest opportunities ever missed. We have these heroes right now in our presence. We must go and seek their wisdom and knowledge while they're still among us, not after they're dead. If a Civil War veteran suddenly came back to life from the grave, all the world's media would be hounding him, begging for an interview, using the nicest equipment and the fanciest cameras. And what boggles my mind is we have this opportunity with the World War II veterans. We shouldn't wait until there's only one of them left to really acknowledge their sacrifice and to learn from them. We are able to document all of the surviving World War II veterans right here and right now, so why not do it? What you need to understand is that documenting and recording these veterans is so important, because once they die, every single second of footage becomes worth its weight in gold, not only to their families, but also to the historical community at large. If you think about it, these World War II veterans are living, breathing history books. There is so much knowledge and wisdom encased in each one of these veterans. You can literally ask them anything about the past 100 years, and they will be able to tell you about it based on their first-hand experiences. It doesn't get cooler than that. Mr. Hardwick, what are we looking at?
This is the issue of the Honolulu Star Bulletin of December 7th, 1941, the day of the attack.
And you were at Pearl Harbor during the attack?
I was.
On what ship?
On the USS Honolulu.
And this is the same paper you picked up?
Yes.
What are we looking at, Mr. Windsor?
We're looking at a photo of Charles Mann and myself in Rome, June 4th.
Think about it. We have access to all this technology, yet we use it for the most frivolous things. There is literally an information overload of the most pointless texts, social media posts, pictures, articles, emails, videos, TV shows, and movies. But we could be using all this technology and all these mediums to document and showcase these World War II veterans instead. By utilizing the technology around us, we can all become historians in a sense, by preserving these veterans' experiences for future generations and adding to the historical collection. Since everyone now has a camera in their hands at all times, why not use it for something useful and go meet a World War II veteran? Then you can actually record your interaction and conversation with them about their war experiences. The vast majority of us have access to a decent video camera, so why not properly document a living piece of history? If you are worried that you do not know what questions to ask these veterans, have no fear, because when you go to my website, www.heroesofthesecondworldwar.org, and then when you click the How to Do the Interview tab, you will see a detailed step-by-step guide on how you can properly conduct the interview with a whole list of questions that you can ask. Not just on Veterans Day, but every single day. By crowdsourcing information about these veterans that we can each very easily gather, we will be able to paint a much more detailed picture of who these veterans were and what they truly went through. Every single picture, every single video, and every single article about these World War II veterans will add up. No matter how small or how large, it will add up. And eventually, we will be able to create this beautiful composite image of the World War II generation, of what it was like to grow up in the thick of the Great Depression, of what it was like to see their country being attacked in the 9/11 of their time at Pearl Harbor, of what it was like to fight in the worst war in human history, seeing their best friends getting killed in front of them and having to kill other people themselves, and what it was like to come home after 4 or 5 years of war and still create the pillars of our modern day society and put man on the moon. Person has the ability to help document these World War II veterans. Yes, including the person watching this video right now. That means you.